Coming up on today's episode of Airborne Unlimited, flight testing of the Flight Design C4 continues. Courses from Sporty's ease transition training. And the argument continues on who flew first. Welcome to Airborne Unlimited. I'm Ashley Hale. As we are wrapping up today's episode, our newsroom got a late-breaking story. Jim Campbell is here to report.
Thanks, Ashley, and hi, folks, and greetings from Lakeland. Yeah, I'm not only here, but it's second year in a row. Who knew? And guess what? We're actually having a really good time. But let's get on to some really good news. Diamond Aircraft has announced that the DA62, a long-awaited twin upgrade to the DA42 series, has received EASA certification. Patrick Key, EASA Executive Director, personally handed over the type certificate to Christian Dries, Diamond Aircraft CEO, at Aero Friedrichshafen last April 16th. Diamond Aircraft brought the DA62 from concept to final certification in just 3.5 years. The all-composite DA62 is powered by two 180 horsepower AE330 Jet A piston engines from Austro engines burning just under 6 gallons per engine at 160 knots. The DA62 was certified with a maximum speed of 201 knots and a maximum range of 1,314 nautical miles. Diamond Aircraft has 12 aircraft already on the books. We're sure there's a lot more where that came from, and boy, we can't wait to get our hands on that thing. For the Aero-News Network, Airborne, and Aero-TV, I'm Jim Campbell. And yeah, I'm at Sun and Fun.
Before we get started with today's news, ANN's news editor Tom Patton has been at Sun and Fun, working hard or hardly working. It's hard to tell the difference. Here's a report from Tom.
Well, after a sunny and warm day on Wednesday, the sun portion of Sun and Fun was kind of scarce on Thursday, but off and on rain showers and even the occasional thunderstorm couldn't stop people from enjoying the show. First of all, a little news. Aspen announced the pricing for its angle of attack software at the show on Thursday, and ANN's Jim Campbell got a chance to fly the company's new AOA indicator, which will cost just under $2,000. That story will be coming up on Aero-TV soon. On the flight line, the U.S. Air Force Thunderbirds arrived Thursday for their weekend performances. Wednesday night was the first of two night air shows at Lakeland Linder Regional Airport. The second will be Saturday night. And so the crowds are building as the weekend approaches, despite the weather. Be sure to check www.aeronews.net and stay tuned to Airborne Unlimited for more updates from the show. For Airborne Unlimited, I'm Tom Patton.
After a successful first flight on April 9th, Flight Design is set to expand its C4 flight design program. At a news conference at Sun and Fun, Matthias Betsch, Managing Director of Flight Design, said that EASA's rules for early flight testing are somewhat different than the FAA's. An aircraft is given a release to fly with a very specific flight envelope for the first flight, he said, and the C4 was successfully run through all of the parameters listed on the release. The only issue noted during the first flight, Betsch said, was a slightly higher than expected engine temperature with the Continental IO360 AF engine. They expect this to be worked out as flight testing progresses. The company also reportedly has completed the first conforming airframe of a CTLS made in China. The 250,000 square foot facility will produce both C4s and CTLSs for worldwide distribution. After the break, was Gustav Whitehead the first to fly?
Redbird is quickly becoming the industry standard for flight training. Since Redbird introduced its revolutionary FMX in 2007, colleges, universities, and flight training operations around the world have integrated Redbird products into their curriculum. It's time to discover what Redbird can do for you. Join the migration.
Now certified, Aspen Avionics single-band ADS-B, ATX100, and ATX100G transceivers are the next-gen ADS-B solution that provides the features pilots need while keeping flyaway costs low. Check it out now at aspenavionics.com.
Sandia introduces the new SAI 340 Quattro TSO'd airspeed, attitude, altitude, and slip. With integral backup battery, Safety never looked so good. See it now at www.sandia.aero.
Welcome back. If you have a story suggestion for Airborne Unlimited, send an email to news-spy@aero-news.net. The National Aviation Heritage Alliance, the NAHA, is calling for Connecticut lawmakers to restore their support for the Wright brothers after a major publisher backed off its claim that Connecticut resident Gustav Whitehead flew first. This whole question of who flew first is actually between the NAHA along with the state of Ohio, contesting the claim that the state of Connecticut has made in saying that Gustav Whitehead successfully made a controlled power airplane flight 2 years before the Wright brothers. Whitehead has been honored by the Connecticut state legislature and the governor as being the first aeronaut to motor into the air in a powered airplane. It seems the state of Connecticut appeared to be supported in their claim by the publishers of the book Jane's All the World Aircraft. But now Jane's is saying they're not so sure. It appears the state of Ohio is planning to pass legislation of its own honoring the Wrights, which the state of North Carolina, remember that's the home of Kitty Hawk, has already done. It's a little hard to keep track of all the players. When a pilot is transitioning to a new category or class of aircraft, it can be handy to look ahead to see how your existing experience applies. Now, Sporty has updated and expanded its online video training catalog to include 4 new aircraft transition courses. The course titles are So You Want to Fly Twins, So You Want to Fly Helicopters, So You Want to Fly Gliders, and So You Want to Fly Seaplanes. Each program incorporates Sporty's video style, centered primarily on in-flight footage from both inside and outside the cockpit, complemented by 3D graphics. The course material focuses on both aircraft systems and maneuvers to help prepare for the FAA check ride. After successful completion of the course, you'll receive a personalized completion certificate, and all 4 courses are accepted for FAA Wings credit. Courses can be viewed online and require no software to be installed. After these messages, Piper takes trainer orders from University of North Dakota Aerospace.
AML's patent-pending wireless induction charging system eliminates confusion over those charging cables, cuts down cockpit cable clutter, and allows you and your passengers to fly cordless and eliminate the cable nightmare. www.aviationmodificationleaders.com.
The KSN 770 is an affordable, WAS-enabled integrated MFD with a flexible hybrid user interface from Bendix King. Get your fingers on the 770's perfect blend of touchscreen and hard buttons. Easily control your GPS navigation, Navcom, weather, traffic, and terrain in any condition. For more information, go to bendixking.com.
There's a difference between charting a steady course and pushing for the ceiling. And for nearly a century, Hartzell Propeller has been defining that difference. It's in our passion for engineering and research and our dedication to testing the limits of performance. We are built on honor. We are Hartzell Propeller.
Explore no-limits flying in the newly FAA-certified Sea Ray Elite Amphibious LSA. Progressive Aerodyne Sea Ray Elite with a Rotax 914 turbocharged engine is equally at home on the ground, in the air, or on the water. Check it out at www.searay.com.
Welcome back. With so much news coming out of the aviation industry, we've summarized some other interesting stories in a brief segment we call Around the Patch. Piper has taken orders for 3 twin-engine, piston-powered training class Piper Seminole aircraft from the University of North Dakota Aerospace Foundation. The aircraft will be delivered in July to join the Aviation Department's fleet of more than 120 aircraft. The U.S. Postal Service looks to upgrade its fleet of delivery vehicles and is looking at an electric truck that could also be a platform for launching UAVs for mail delivery. Apparently, single-place autogyros have been rolled out. This year's winner of the IMC Club Brown Jacket Award goes to Larry Levin, an instrument pilot from Providence, Rhode Island. The award recognizes excellence in 3 areas: flight proficiency, continuing education, and service to the aviation community. A Navy Omega aerial tanker has transferred fuel to a pilotless X-47B UAV. This is the first time such an operation has been completed with a standard refueling tanker normally used by manned aircraft. Well, that's it for today's trip around the patch. Let's move on to the rest of the news. Sometimes legends get better with age, and such is the case with the Super Legend Cub. American Legend Aircraft Company has announced a host of new features for its Super Legend Cub aircraft. Standard and optionally available, these features range from advanced carbon fiber components, including the company's new carbon fiber amphibious floats, to the latest and next-gen and touchscreen electronic flight displays. Its Lycoming YO233 engine that outputs 115 horsepower is now housed in a carbon fiber cowling. Other carbon fiber parts include the standard doors, floorboards, interior and baggage panels, spinner, and wingtip bows. If you want to go splashing, American Legend completed the recent certification of its own Kevlar and carbon fiber LF1500A float design. These floats are purposely built for the Super Legend and have a manual gear mechanism plus watertight storage compartments. American Legend Aircraft Company manufactures the Legend Cub and Super Legend, both FAA certified aircraft for sport, recreation, and training. Well, that's our program for Friday, April 24th. Remember to get comprehensive real-time 24/7 coverage of the latest aviation and aerospace stories anytime at Aero-News.net. Remember that Airborne Unlimited is streamed daily, Monday through Friday. Please join us in a growing roster of over 100 outstanding industry associations and organizations every weekday for the best in aviation and aerospace news. I'm Ashley Hale. Thanks for watching.